Hi friends! So today we are going to be doing a full face of like affordable makeup. I kind of feel like I talk about high-end makeup quite a bit on this channel, which I don't mind doing because I do love higher end makeup, but I also love like drugstore makeup and like affordable makeup and makeup that it's a little bit easier to swallow the price and also is super good quality. So I kind of wanted to go in today and show you guys just like stuff I love to use from the drugstore, stuff that's kind of like my favorite, like drugstore. I also I'm gonna get started while I talk, but I'm gonna be using the Mario Badescu skin spray. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water, and I'm obsessed with this stuff. Anybody who watches me, you kind of know that I just got that so much in my mouth. Use this every day. This whole bottle, the big one, is $15, but you can get the smaller ones for $7, and I've heard they last a really long time. So I'd consider this affordable. Pretty much anything under like 20 bucks, I'm gonna say, would be affordable. All right, so first things first, this is actually a little bit of a bougier, like affordable makeup product, but I would still say it's affordable because it's NYX. This is the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. I love this primer. I think it's so awesome. It has like, you can see it's almost gone, honestly. It has like little gold flecks in it, which is pretty cool. A lot of people asked if it was like a dupe for the Tucci Clot Blurring Primer. As far as the look wise, it looks in the bottle very similar to the Tucci Clot, but it does not actually have the same feel to it. The Tucci Clot has more of a like moisturizing feel. This has more of like a water-based feel, and it also is a lot stickier, which is not a bad thing at all. It's a lot, but it's a little bit more tacky than the Tucci Clot primer. And it doesn't blur your pores as much, which is why we're going to go in with the Maybelline Baby Skin. I use this almost every single day, and this bottle has lasted me forever, and it's like $3. Oh no, so much just came out. Okay, we're going to use that. It all squirted out of my hand. I focus this mainly in my T-zone because that is where I get the most texture and have the most pores. So I take this little thing, but this is only like $3.99, I think, and it is so good. I know some people said they didn't think it was a dupe for the POREfessional, but owning both, I think this does more for me than the POREfessional does, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to use the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I used this recently in my like new makeup video. It was like full face of new makeup or something. And I really liked it in that video, but it was like a first impressions. Since wearing it more, I really like this. It's so nice because it's full coverage without giving you that sometimes like cakiness and weirdness that comes with full coverage. It's full coverage that looks like your skin, which I can really appreciate. I've been a lot more into more natural looking makeup. Natural, but like it's not natural to have glitter all over your face, but you know, I've been a little bit more into natural type makeup, and this has been helping me achieve that look because it's a really nice, like, I look a lot smoother and there's a lot less imperfections on my face, but it still looks natural. I want you guys to leave me a comment down below on what you think about, I posted a poll on Twitter, and I got kind of like mixed reviews on it and mixed reactions to it. And so I'm curious what you guys think too. Also follow me on Twitter. I'm just kidding. I'm curious what you guys think about this because I kind of was thinking about the CoverGirl Healthy Vitalist. And this shade is the lightest shade they have. And you can see it's a little bit dark on me. So my question to you guys is it like, do you guys personally hold brands to the same standard? Like, do you hold drugstore brands to the same standard as high-end brands when it comes to having a wide shade range? Should drugstore also always provide a very high shade range? Because I don't know many drugstore brands that have really awesome shade ranges. Maybelline I know is pretty good, finally, but it took forever. They like had to expand their collection a bunch of times. So given the fact that it's more affordable makeup, Are we holding them to a higher standard, or like, are we keeping them at the same standard? Like, what's the deal? Some people said they should be held to a higher standard, which I thought was an interesting point. And I don't really know where I stand on this. And I'd like to hear some informed opinions on that, what you guys think, because I'm not quite sure what I think. If I think they should be held to a higher standard, if we should cut them some slack because they're drugstore, like, I don't really know. So let me know down below what you think. Next, we're going to be using the Makeup Revolution Concealer, which I love. And another one I love is the Liquid Just dropped that. Liquid Camouflage from Catrice. These two together are like everything. This Makeup Revolution one, I've been wearing a lot. A lot. And I have just been loving it. It gives such good coverage. I'm obsessed. I just wish it was more product. But it's only $7. And the Catrice one is like $4. Catrice is a brand that I would love to try more from, and probably will, because I feel like I'm gonna draw a little triangle today. Sometimes I draw little shapes because I feel like it's same with Essence. Catrice and Essence are two brands that I would really like to try more from, because I truly feel like they have some really, really fantastic stuff, but they're never talked about. I never hear anyone talking about Catrice or Essence unless it's to talk about like the Pure Nude highlighter from Essence. So I would love, if you guys want to see me try like more Catrice, more drugstore makeup that doesn't get talked about, I kind of just layer them on top because they're two different shades. This is going to be a little bit more brightening, and this is more for the coverage. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder to bake under my eyes, and I'm just going to wipe that away. I've had it baking for like 5 minutes now. I am so miserable with my current setup. I'm using like plastic containers right now to store all of my makeup because I've been waiting to get my IKEA Alex desk, and my parents finally picked it up for me this weekend, and it should be here on Sunday, but all of my storage is breaking and is broken. So I'm just like praying it can hold on like 2 more days. We are going to also use the e.l.f. finishing powder. I have this in that new video too. This is actually $6, first of all. Such a good powder. So freaking good. It makes your skin look so like weightless and have no issues. Like, it's such a pretty, beautiful. I've been using this more than my Rimmel Stay Matte, and you guys know how much I love my Rimmel Stay Matte. But this has been like my go-to powder lately. I don't know what it is. The only thing I hate is the compact because it just looks so dirty. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's get some. I'm also just going to take this Essence All About Matte Fixing powder that I've been liking, and I'm going to put this underneath my eyes just to kind of brighten them and highlight them a little bit. I normally use contour palettes, but I have been contouring with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the deeper shade. I have the lighter shade, but I hit severe pan a while ago on that, like forever ago, because this was the only bronzer I would ever use. I still love that bronzer, but I've been using this Physicians Formula one. And what I've also been doing, which is interesting, I've been taking my number 7 bronzer that I love. And I've been taking my bronzing brush and kind of bronzing up my face before I contour, because I find it gives me a little bit more of a chiseled kind of look when I contour on top of bronzer. We're going to take this little contour brush that I had to duct tape because it broke, but I like the brush. Professional. And we're going to take the butter bronzer, and we're just going to do kind of a little bit of a contour. 100% my all-time favorite drugstore blush is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I know people are like kind of over this now. This was big on YouTube a while back. I just think this is like the prettiest, most beautiful blush. Like, it's just so luminous and gorgeous. I know it's called Luminoso, like, I get it, but I just think it's so beautiful. The color is so stunning, and Milani is cool because all of their baked blushes I've tried I've really liked. They're cool because I feel like they do have a decent range of these blushes, so you potentially, if you're very, very fair, could find something that works for you. Medium and deep, I feel like, could also find something that works for them, which I think is really nice, that they have at least a somewhat decent blush collection. So sorry if there's more light all of a sudden. I had to open my window, so the light changed. Favorite brow product from the drugstore by far is this little e.l.f. duo. Mine is in the shade Dark. I do need a spoolie though. Also, I tried using most of my brushes anyway are from Amazon. But like you can get really, really cheap, affordable brushes off Amazon. This one in particular, this blush brush I always use with the Geo handle was like it came in a set for like $12. I use all of these all the time. I'm trying to see. I do have some Morphe brushes. I have this Christian Siriano brush that I got from Target. I got for Christmas, but my boyfriend's aunt who got it for me got it from Target. This little highlighter brush I use all the time is Wet n Wild. You can get very affordable brushes, which I think is important to note because I think a lot of times people see these videos. I'm not using the Brow Wiz, by the way, I'm just using the spoolie. I think a lot of times people see these videos and they're like, oh, well, you have really nice brushes and you have whatever. But like, you can get really good brushes for very, very cheap on Amazon. So something I've learned recently, a little trick I learned that I found has really been helping my eyebrow game. I feel like sometimes my eyebrows get a little lopsided or like weird. I was finding it a little bit hard to do my brows, but I've started holding a small mirror like directly at the eye level of my brow, directly where my brow is. And it's really made it easier to help shape it and to make sure you're not missing any spots. You know, sometimes you'll like fill it in a little bit and overdraw them a little bit and then you'll miss a spot. I find this helps me to not miss the spots. And we're just gonna spoolie through. I like to spoolie out my brows quite a bit because I find it makes them look a little bit more natural. I don't like when my brows don't look natural. Next, I'm gonna go into my, this is the BH Cosmetics Festival palette. I have been really loving this palette. You guys can look at it. A lot of people have done reviews on this and said it's really good. I also think it's really good, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably my favorite palette from BH thus far. I do have like the Galaxy palette and I have a couple palettes from BH. This is definitely my favorite so far. I think they're really stepping up their game. It's only $18 too, and you get 20 shadows, which I think is really cool, and they're all very colorful and versatile. But I've also found that I can make a pretty neutral, cohesive, like standard look. I think today, I just got that all over my shirt. I think today we're gonna do something a little bit wild, but also a little bit teen. We're probably gonna stick to these pinks and oranges, just because I'm not really feeling blue eyeshadow. I have to go places after this. Normally I would play more. Maybe I'll do a tutorial. If you guys want to see a tutorial Tuesday, I'm going to be bringing that back, by the way. I only did one episode, but we're going to be starting tutorial Tuesdays every single Tuesday next Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to probably do the KKW first because I already have half of that filmed. I just didn't film an intro and outro. And then I'll probably do this one the next time if you guys want to see it. So let me know. Okay, somebody's taking a shower and it's getting really loud, so I'm just going to do a voiceover for this part while that's happening and just kind of show you guys the ones I'm using. So that way I'm not screaming over someone taking a shower. Okay, so first we're starting with Trixie and we are putting that all over the lid just as a base. And then we are going to go in with Candy and we are going to put that all in our crease with a big fluffy brush. Next, we're going to go in with Hippie, which is a nice orange shade, and we're focusing that on a little bit of the outer to middle crease. Then Dippy, which we're also putting in the same place we just put Hippie, right on that outer middle crease. Then we're going in to Hipster, and we are focusing that on the outer V just to deepen things up. Then we are going to go in with Soho, which is a nice glitter. We're going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on that and put that on the like kind of middle to outer lid. And then we are going to take the shade Magical on a tiny little brush and do our inner corner and kind of spread that out and make a gradient effect onto the middle of the lid. Okay, I hope you guys liked that voiceover because it was probably a little weird. That shower was running for about 10 minutes. I just took a break and came back. We're going to go in with two of my favorite drugstore mascaras now. These are the Essence Lash Princess. I have the Sculpted Volume and the Volume mascara. These both I feel do different things because they have the different brushes. I typically, when I use both of them at the same time, which if you are a subscriber, I use multiple different mascaras every day instead of wearing fake lashes because fake lashes are difficult. So I'm going to go in with the purple one. Sir. Stop. So we are just going to go in with this purple one. It makes your eyelashes a little bit clumpy, but I almost kind of like it. So that's the first one. And I feel like that does a lot of the lengthening. Since I stopped trying to wear fake lashes and started just doing mascara, my lashes have become longer, prettier, more separated, better looking, like in general, not even just with mascara on. We're gonna go in with the Orange Lash Princess. Lash Princess. I feel like my lashes have become a lot better after I stopped using fake lashes. So just keep that in mind if you're maybe ripping out your lashes with eyelash glue every night. Just to give yourself a break. Natural lashes are cool too, okay? I'm just gonna do my lower lash line real quick with the palette, and then I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and then we'll be back for lips and highlight. So we got that done, and I think that actually I really like how this eye look turned out. I think it's definitely a safer option with this palette because you could go like bananas with some of these colors, which I think is cool. So I definitely want to do another video with this palette. I really love the quality though for $18, and it's on sale too. It's been on sale for a little bit. So just so you guys know, I think it's good. Next, we're going to be using one of my favorite lip glosses. It's the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. I also have a couple other shades in this. This is just such a good gloss formula, and it's only like $3. I like those glosses because they're more of like a clear gloss and less of like a super colorful, pigmented. Like, I like the sheerness to those glosses. That's what I want in a gloss. I don't want a super pigmented, sticky mess. I want a good gloss. Okay. Go in with this Wet n Wild fan brush, this Gold Bar. Oh, wow. So this is what I wanted. A nice goldy, bronzy glow. These highlighters are only $4, and wowza. That's my video. I hope you guys like this. Something a little bit more drugstore, a little bit more affordable. If I had bought all of this at one time. I just wanted to show you guys that it is possible to have a really, really nice, pretty makeup look with stuff that's a lot more affordable and a lot easier to get a hold of. You don't have to go into Sephora and spend $700 to have a pretty face. So I hope you guys like this. I just want to show you some products I've been loving. Honestly, my eyes, I just noticed this, my eyes really remind me of the actual like cover of the palette, just of like the gradient from like the yellow to the pink to like the purpley whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I love you guys so much. I hope you like this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. I'm honestly just so happy you're here watching me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.